68.32 times 1/2 is 32.16, plus 45.7 is equals to 79.32 meters. Let's move on to vertical motion. Vertical motion is the motion along vertical axis, therefore it is affected by gravity. Here are more keywords to remember. When an object falls because of gravity alone, it is in the state of free fall. Air resistance is the drag force acting on an object in a direction opposing its motion as it moves through air. Now let's proceed to the formulas of vertical motion. Just like the formulas in horizontal motion, they have a lot in common except that instead of using acceleration, we use gravity. Gravity is equals to negative 9.81 meter per second squared. Case 1. Drop from rest. Remember, in this case, the vertical displacement always has a negative answer, and the initial velocity is automatic 0 meter per second. Here is an example for case 1 in vertical motion. Luke drops a rock and falls for a time of 1 second. Determine the velocity and the distance required for the rock to reach the ground. For the solution, the given are Vi is equals to 0 meter per second, G is equals to negative 9.81 meter per second squared, and T is equals to 1 second. The formulas to be used are Vf is equals to Vi plus Gt, and Y is equals to Vit plus 1/2 Gt squared. For final velocity, 0 plus negative 9.81 times 1 is equals to negative 9.81 meter per second. For vertical displacement, 1/2 times negative 9.81 is equals to negative 4.91 meters. Case 2. Thrown upward. Remember, when the final velocity reaches its maximum height, it is automatic 0 meter per second. Here is an example for case 2 in vertical motion. A ball was thrown upward with a velocity of 10 meter per second. Determine the time it reaches its maximum height. For the solution, the given are Vf is equals to 0 meter per second at maximum height, G is equals to negative 9.81 meter per second squared, and Vi is equals to 10 meter per second. The formula to be used is T is equals to Vf minus Vi over G. For time, 0 minus 10 is equals to negative 10, divided by negative 9.81 is equals to 1.02 seconds. Let's have projectile motion. Projectile is an object thrown up in the air with an initial velocity and whose path is determined by the effects of gravity and air resistance. Here are more keywords in projectile motion.